ụwa taa, ọchịchị etiti ekwupụtawo uche ọ dị n'ịhụ na nri gbọrọ kasa n'ala anyị. Onyeisiala Bola Ahmed Tinubu enye ndị njem gara ezumike ụzọ njem n'efu ruo ụbọchị 7 nke ọnwa Jenụwarị. Ọzọ, ọchịchị etiti na-ama amụma iwulite ụlọ nyochapụta igwe ọcha. Ị nwere ike isonyere anyị n'onyonyo igwe ozi YouTube n'akara NTA ENUGU. Igbo bụ Igbo ya gazie nọ n'akụkọ ụwa nke taa. Abụ m Dominica Onyeokereke n'ozi akụkọ ụwa n'uju ya. Dịka ọchịchị etiti na-egosipụta uche ọ dị n'itolite ọrụ ugbo, o kpugheela amụma dị iche iche o ji ahụ na nri gbọrọ kasa n'ala anyị. Onyeisiala Bola Tinubu gosipụtara uche ọ dị dịka ọ gbapere nzukọ mkparịta ụka ya nke afọ ọhụrụ nke ọ bụ ya na ndị gọvanọ steeti Ogun, Jigawa na Niger were n'ijikọrịta aka n'ọrụ ugbo. Ụlọ ọrụ okwu njem ụgbọ oloko dị n'aka bụ Nigeria Railway Corporation ngalaba ya nke Ibadan anọrọla kemgbe mkpụrụ ụbọchị 15 gara aga wee kwụta igurube ndị mmadụ ahụtabeghị ọnụọgụ dị otu a na mbụ, dịka ọchịchị etiti nyere ndị njem onyinye ime njem n'efu. Onye nta akụkọ anyị gara hụta etu ọnọdụ si gbatakwuru na nke a mekwara ka anyị mata na ọmụma njem n'efu a nke kwuburu na ọ ga-akụrụ ọnụ ụnyaahụ bụ ụbọchị nke 4 nke ọnwa Jenụwarị abụrụla nke agbatịkwuru ka o ruo ụbọchị ọnwa Jenụwarị ga-agba ụbọchị 7 iji mee ka ọtụtụ ndị njem ritekwuo erere si na nke a. Mgbatịkwu ahụ agbatịkwuru njem ụgbọ oloko n'efu ruo ụbọchị ụka bụ ụbọchị 7 nke ọnwa Jenụwarị abụrụla nke akọwapụtara dịka nke bịara na mgbe ya, n'ihi na ọ na-abụkarịrị ndị njem ihe tara akpụ ma emechaa mmemme. Onye nta akụkọ anyị mere ka anyị mata na ụfọdụ ndị njem ritere erere njem n'efu a kọwara ma tokwa amụma tụmadị dịka o nyere ndị mmadụ aka ibenatara ha mkpa dị ha na njọ. Dịka otu ụzọ o si agbalị ịhụ na obodo anyị bụ Naịjirịa gbara mgbọrọgwụ n'ọrụ mmepụta ihe site n'ụlọ ọrụ nyochapụta igwe ọcha bekee kpọrọ steel, ọchịchị etiti amalitela mkparịta ụka n'etiti mba anyị na mba China iji rụpụta ụlọ ọrụ nsipụta igwe ọcha ọhụrụ n'ala anyị ma malite ịrụpụta ngwa agha n'ụlọ ọrụ nsipụta igwe ọcha ndị a nke dị na Ajaokuta. E mere ka anyị mata nke a oge otu ndị ahọpụtara n'ala anyị bụ minista okwu mmepe igwe ọcha bụ steel dị n'aka bụ Prince Yakubu Abubakar Audu, onye minista okwu nchekwa dị n'aka bụ Mohammed Badaru, na odeakwụkwọ ukwu nke ụlọọrụ ministri okwu mmepe igwe ọcha dị n'aka bụ Mary Ogbe gara njem nlegharị anya n'ụlọọrụ nsipụta igwe ọcha dị na mba China. Onye minista okwu igwe ọcha bụ Prince Audu kwuru na njem ahụ ha mere gaa mba China bụ otu ụzọ o so inweta ebumnuche ya n'ịtụte ụlọọrụ nsipụta igwe ọcha n'ụra n'ala anyị dịka amụma nchekwube amụgharịrị ọhụrụ nke onyeisiala Bola Ahmed Tinubu si depụta. Ime ka usoro ọdịnala esi ekpezi esemokwu sikwuo ike abụrụla okwu dị mkpa ugbu a n'ikpezi esemokwu na ọgbaghara n'akụkụ dị iche iche n'obodo anyị. Dịka ndị ọbịa bịara mmemme ụlọọrụ NTA akpọrọ Good Morning Nigeria si kwupụta, ngalaba nke a na-azọpụta ndị ma nke ekwe na-akụ n'ime ime obodo gasị n'ịghọta usoro nchekwa na-etopụta ugbu a na ihe iche aka mgbaso nke a bụ iji nweta isi sekpụ ntị n'ịlụso enweghị ezi nchekwa agha n'ala anyị. Tupu anyị apịacha akụkọ ụwa nke taa, gee ntị n'isiokwu
Tonight on the news, federal government reiterates its commitment on food sufficiency. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu extend free transport for holiday makers to 7 January. Plus, federal government plans to build another state plant. Remember, you can watch us live on our YouTube channel at NTA ENUGU. Good evening and welcome to news at 7. I am Uchenna Nnamele. With federal government in demonstrating its seriousness and commitment to agriculture as unveils its food security programs, President Bola Tinubu gave an expression to that commitment as he opened his New Year consultation meeting with governors of Ogun, Jigawa and governors states in their partnership to agriculture. The report.
Food supply. Food security is one of the priority areas focused on in the Renewed Hope agenda. The government of the day gave first expression to that with the declaration of state of emergency on the sector. And the first manifestation was the National Wheat Development Program.
We launched the dry season farming with 120,000 of land in Jigawa.
Out of the 120,000 hectares of land intended for wheat production, Jigawa State was allotted 20,000, a further confirmation of the state's status as a leading producer of wheat in the country. Apparently keeping tabs on the program, President Tinubu received Governor Umar Namadi of Jigawa State, who confirmed that the program has taken off with the right momentum in his state.
With the extension services we have provided, and with all the support we have provided for, especially for land clearing, especially for harrowing, that we have supported the farmers, that has given them an opportunity to cultivate more. Somebody who was doing 1 hectare now is ready to do hectares because of the support he has from the federal government and from the support he has from the state government. And that will, if you multiply that, 40,000 hectares, that the official one we are doing, plus other ones which is more than about 10,000 hectares. And if we take just a minimum of 4 tons per hectare, which is the minimum, you can have, some people are making up to 6-7 tons per hectare, but we are taking only the minimum. So definitely, I think the future is very bright for us.
The federal government is targeting more than 1.2 tons of wheat production per annum, and the governor says his state is also thinking ahead along with the federal government.
Over time, we will definitely export wheat. We are doing the first one, and then after this one, we are going for rice, and the next one we are going for wheat. That's how the cycle will continue to go, and that will definitely, we're going to have food sufficiency, and we will definitely have surplus to export.
President Tinubu also received Governor Muhammad Inwa Yahya of Gombe State, one of the states designated for agro-processing zones by the federal government.
We've set up an industrial park where we can, process all the raw materials, all the agri-produce that we have in the state. I think if all states will key in and work in tandem with the federal government, we shall easily reach the destination.
Governor Muhammad State was also on a visit to the president.
You will have seen the emphasis on agriculture and also the 500,000 hectares the government is planning to farm this 2024. And Niger State also provided for that project, and that we are also ambitious to also match with the federal government 500 for 500.
The federal government has designed various programs to reduce food inflation, increase production, promote self-sufficiency, as well as stimulate economic growth. From the State House, Musbah and Wahab, NTA News.
The Obafemi Awolowo station of the Nigerian Railway Corporation, Ibadan, has in the past 15 days witnessed unprecedented volume of human traffic with the free training services offered by the federal government. Grace Ayaleka monitored the situation as the free ride initiative scheduled to end 4th of January is further extended.
It was a rowdy session as commuters struggle to make the free train, which is a part of the federal government's initiative to ease the people's burden as they celebrate the 2023-2024 Yuletide season.
airport and all is a good initiative, but the people need to do better because they need to do better.
With 2 trips from Ibadan on a daily basis, the free train ride of the President Bola Tinubu administration saw commuters throng the Obafemi Awolowo station in droves, overwhelming the system.
I tried to book the ticket online, then I couldn't. I can do it at the train station. So when I'm here, I don't know if I'll be able to join the train.
While over 163,000 Nigerians benefited from successful first leg of the Youth-Tide initiative, the president has directed that the free train service be made available for extra 3 days to allow more Nigerians to take advantage till Sunday 7th of January 2024 in Ibadan. Grace Ayoleke, NTA News.
The extension of the free train service Sunday, January 7th has been described as timely its usual tight budget of individual after the celebration. Joe Bolawa reports that some passengers who benefited from the ride lauded the initiative, especially as it identified with the crucial needs of the people.
The which began on the 21st of December across the nation is meant to facilitate easy transportation of travelers. It came as a surprise to many passengers due to the high cost of transportation. While many Nigerians benefited from the initiative, which was scheduled to end on Thursday, January 4th, the decision of the federal government to extend it until Sunday, the 7th of January, was described by Gaussians as a welcomed development.
Once a month, they travel, but no money to come back down to their various homes. But we think that way, them getting down back to their homes.
This is my first time riding on the train. So I've been to Ibadan. I ride on the train. Before I can get it through the internet to get the ticket through the internet, I find it very difficult, but later I was successful in getting the ticket through that.
Like Oliver, Nigerians say the free train ride should continue beyond Sunday.
I wrote the film we say make government still give chance for people to still enjoy the benefit.
There are many of them, so if they can extend it, fine.
The consensus is that for more people to benefit this time around, the process of booking and boarding should be each free. In Lagos, Joel Bukbola, NTA News.
We will pause here for some commercials. The news will be right back. Do stay.
Do you want the best spot for your relaxation and comfort? Then look no further. Visit E7 Spring Resorts for your exquisite accommodation with complimentary breakfast, well-stocked bar with the best assorted exotic spirits, wines, etc. Our restaurant is also a mind-blowing with local and intercontinental cuisines, mini hall and open space for your conferences and events. At E7 Spring Resort, we also have a shopper's mini-mart and a well-equipped gym for your physical exercises and aerobics. Our security and 24 hours uninterrupted power supply is guaranteed. Visit us today at E7 Spring Resort. We are located at number 1, Pennox Estate, Old Airport Road, Tinkers Corner, Enugu State. Telephone 0903-683-0346, 0701-649-1397. E7 Spring Resorts, home away from home.
Welcome back. As part of efforts to industrialize Nigeria through the steel industry, the federal government has commenced discussions with Chinese companies to build a new steel plant in Nigeria and commence the building of military hardwares in Ajokuta Steel Plant. This was during the visit by delegation of the Minister of State Development, Prince Shaibu Abubakar Adu, the Minister of Defense, Mohammed Baduru, and the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of State Development, Mary Ugbe, in their tour of the company's facilities in China. The State Minister, Prince Audu, says the trip to China is one of the steps been taken to realize the goal of reviving the steel industry in Nigeria in line with renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Strengthening traditional models of resolving conflict has become inevitable in addressing conflict and violent clash in different parts of the country, according to the guest on Good Morning Nigeria. Apart from this, is training critical stakeholders in rural areas in understanding the dynamic of emerging security trends and threats as the key components mitigating insecurity in Nigeria. Lydia Sampson reports.
In the past, the traditional institution is regarded as the first court of instance in conflict resolution. President of Miyetti Allah Association confirms that in the past, public disputes involving land, grazing routes were settled at the community level with traditional rulers presiding. Part of measures suggested by other guests on Good Morning Nigeria include checking illegal arms and infiltration of irregular migrants into the country.
Today, no traditional ruler knows how many pastoralists are living within his domain. That is what is making the situation even worse. So, and even those who are living in the far southern part of the country, you know, they live under ardos. It is the tradition of the pastoralist. Whenever he goes to live, he has to register his presence.
Mass killing is concentrated mainly between Plateau, Kaduna, Benue, and most of them are religiously or ethnic based.
The guests suggest other measures such as database for indigenous pastoralists.
They are taking side. So I want a situation where the security officers, the soldiers, the police should act professionally. They should imply the ethics of their profession by treating a criminal as he is without any sympathy. Whether he is your brother, whether he shares the same faith with you, whether he whatever. No, don't treat him like that. Go in and treat him as a criminal that he is. And we'll have relative peace.
Finally, our civil society organizations, like Miyetti Allah, the various community development organizations, they really have a lot of role and a lot of duties to do in sensitization, in engaging with the citizens, in engaging with the government in a continuous basis, in holding security establishments and governments accountable to the citizens. I think we need to do a lot of this to see sustained improvement in peace and security in the country.
The guests, particularly Miyetti Allah, condemned the recent attacks in Plateau and Kaduna and urged security operatives to ensure families of victims get justice. In Abuja, Lydia Sampson, NTA News.
And for the latest in the world of sports, here are the tidbits for today. That's the much we have for tonight. But just before we go, another look at our major stories. Federal government has assured of food sufficiency. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has extended the free transport for holiday maker to 7th January. We also reported that plans are underway by the federal government to build another state plan. Thanks for watching. Good night.
with humility and total submission to the will of the Almighty God. The entire Uozo Ohezuozo Kongu Ozowa of Umungwali village and the Igwe in Council Abu Mana Ezag local government area wish to announce the passing on to glory of their Igwe leader, father, husband and brother, His Royal Highness Igwe Omayo Edwin Okongu Ohayoro II of Abu Mana. He was aged 69. Funeral arrangements 6th January 2024 10 a.m. Lying in state and burial mass at his Ohaneze Palace, Umungwali village, Abu Mana, Ezago local government area. Interment and condolences follow immediately. Sunday 7th January 2024, Thanksgiving Mass at St. Anthony's Catholic Church. He is survived by Lolo Amaka Okongu, wife, children, brothers, sisters, in-laws, relations, and friends. Announcer Ozo Ohezo Francis Okongu for the family.
The family of Nwigwe Aniabo Wuji, Ona Aniabo Isago family Chiwano Okonano, Enugu South Government Area of Enugu State, announced the death of their beloved elder, father, grandfather, great-grandfather, brother, and uncle, Chief Elder Sunday Obodo Nwigwe, aged 96. Burial arrangement Friday 5th January 2024. Christian wake at his country home, Ihuori Amechiwani, by Christ Ascension Church. Saturday 6th January, 8 a.m. Bodily St. Martin's Hospital Mortuary, Ebony Paints Road for his country home. 9 a.m. lying in state at his compound, and at 10 a.m. burial service commences at his compound by Christ Ascension Church. On a Sunday 7 January 2024, funeral ceremony continues at his compound. He is survived by one wife, 6 children, among whom is Christian Obodo, Obenega Bweze, Chris Neki Oil and Gas, 32 grandchildren, 21 great-grandchildren, one brother and numerous relations.